Hello, I'm Leslie Wilcox. Welcome to a series of education clips on service automation. In this clip, I want to talk briefly about RPA and risks, emerging risks. The reason that we got into looking at risk was because we think we misled the market and clients with our first book, where we only looked at success stories. Subsequently, as 2017 went through, we saw that a lot of people were experiencing big difficulties with RPA. And this led to our second book, which is this one here, RPA and Risk Mitigation, the Definitive Guide, where we discovered, in looking at many more case studies, some 41 risks. And these sort of position themselves in a series of buckets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buckets. And if you look at these buckets, you can see they stretch from strategy through sourcing, tool selection, various other things, right through to how you design a mature capability. I'm not going to go through this in great detail. You read about it in our third book, Robotic Process Automation and Cognitive Automation. The next phase, especially on page 46, which summarizes both the 41 major risks, but also the 30 action principles to mitigate those risks. What I want to do now is to suggest an RPA update as we get into 2018. Why are people experiencing difficulties? This is a really interesting area that we've studied now and write about in our new book. It seems to be that they are, first of all, buying tools and not understanding that certain tools have certain consequences. Certain tools you can do certain things with, and other tools you can do other things with. If you're not buying enterprise RPA, then scaling up will become a very big problem. A lot of people are not putting governance in place early enough in order to greatly increase the amount of technology that they're utilizing in their organizations and their processes. And governance means getting all the stakeholders on board and drawing up the rules of the game, the constitution, if you like, of how service automation is going to be deployed within the organization. There are other problems. First of all, we've discovered that a lot of organizations under-resource their service automation activities. So they're looking for cheapness and underbuilding their internal capability. This is not helped by the fact there is already a shortage of good people in this area, which is also being experienced by the consultants you might want to hire in order to help you out of your difficulties. They're busy training people up as you are. So that's also become a real problem area. And of course, that's not helped by exponential growth with other corporations looking for the same sort of services and the same demand on skilled labor. All these are creating a lot of problems. What is really interesting about this is, of course, that the problems are, generally speaking, not about the technology. The technology has a few issues. It's actually about the management of the technology. And if you really want me to underline that, let me just say that the real issues coming through this year are about change management, project management, and many of the areas that are much more traditional in terms of our ability to bring technologies into organizations. So you might have to return to many of the traditional skills and capabilities and utilize those with service automation, as well as the distinctive action principles you need to adopt with service automation. So that's all we're going to say today about RPA and risks.